Good morning, Eagles. Happy Wednesday. It is time for us to start another amazing Olin Day. Every day we take a moment to honor our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I'd like you to please stand and face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Eagles, today I'd like to talk to you about perseverance by telling you the story of Carrie Saxon Perry. We are continuing our celebration of Black History Month. That is Miss Perry. Carrie Saxon Perry was the first female African-American mayor of a major United States city. She was elected as mayor of Hartford, Connecticut 3 times, and her first election was in 1987. Her role models were the women in her family, women that she thought were strong: her mother, her grandmother, and her aunt. Her mother worked 3 jobs. She worked at a laundry, she worked at a cleaner, and at night, she cleaned classrooms at the local school. So Carrie did not get to see her mom a lot while she was a child. She was raised by her grandmother, who she called Big Mama. When she was young, all of these women taught her to persevere. Perseverance means you never give up even when things get tough. You keep trying, and, if necessary, you try again. Miss Perry came from a very poor home, and some people didn't believe in her, but she never let anything keep her down, and she became a wonderful leader for her community. I'd like to read a quote from Miss Perry, but I forgot to keep it up. Here it is. She said the following: "Money was tight when I was growing up, but I didn't know that I was poor until I read about it. All of the basics were in place: love, care, and discipline. And that is all we need." I like that lesson, right? We can fight through anything if we have love, care, and discipline. I think we can do that, Eagles. So, today, ask yourself if you are letting things keep you down. And if the answer is yes, I suggest that you try to lift yourself up, persevere, and never give up. Today's featured lunch item is a grilled cheese sandwich and some broccoli, a bag of carrots, sliced apples, and your choice of milk. Yummy. Thank you, food services staff, for providing the children in Brea with delicious and nutritious meals. Today's animal facts were a wonderful suggestion from Aubrey in Ms. Heard's class. Aubrey suggested that we do an animal fact about betta fish. Look at that cool fish. Betta fish are awesome. They are vibrantly colored, and they often swim by themselves because they have a tendency to get mad when they're around other fish. We'll talk about that in a second. In nature, these fish are found in Southeast Asia, inside of rice paddies and drainage ditches where the water is a little bit warmer. In fact, betta fish are also called Siamese fighting fish. Betta fish are, that's a clue as to why they're always by themselves. Betta fish are interesting because they have evolved a lot of cool traits. One of the traits that they've evolved is they have the ability to breathe underwater, like all fish, and also they have the ability to breathe when they are outside of water. So betta fish actually jump out of the water and can even survive when outside of a tank. Not for too long, but they actually can, which is pretty neat. They have an upturned mouth. What that allows them to do is eat food that is floating along the top of the water. Specifically, they like to eat worms and shrimp. Now, I had mentioned that they like to hang out by themselves. They are not schooling fish, which means whenever they're around other fish, they transform physically. They get bigger. Their skin flaps pop out, sometimes their gills, they change colors, and they get aggressive. They start biting each other, and they don't stop until their enemy, unfortunately, is no more. So that's why you keep a betta fish by themselves. Some people do something kind of awful, and they hold a mirror up to a tank, and it gets the betta fish all mad, thinking that there's another fish there. That's not very nice. So I don't think you should do that. You should enjoy the betta fish for as beautiful as they are. They do transform in color over the time of their lives. They live for about 2 or 3 years, and a betta fish that was maybe white or brownish as a small baby fish over the next couple of years can turn into pretty blue or orange or pink even, like the fish that I showed you a picture of. Anyway, that's enough about betta fish. It is time for me to go, and it's time for you to learn. Let's soar, Olinda, and make it a great day. Fly by, eagles.